Humanity is full of lies and full of bullshit. That's just the honest truth. I feel like everything we was taught growing up was a lie. Like what did they teach you in school? They taught you like meaningless information, right? They taught you literature, mathematics, history. Does any of this shit matter in the real world? No. I mean, society just failed young people, man, I think, especially men. Society failed young men, man, in this tough world because the world is tough and no one asked to be born, man. You know? This is why I like antinatalism so much because like everything relates to it, everything. Because it's all about the act of being born. If you wasn't born, you wouldn't have any fucking problems. Um, and this life is full of fucking problems and it sucks. And there's a few winners and a lot of losers in this life. It's a joke. It's a very bad design. This life is designed terribly. Whoever designed this fucking life and how like there's a lot of losers and a few winners. Whoever designed it is a fucking piece of shit, man. Because this life is a piece of shit and there's so many pieces of shit humans in this world that do terrible things, unprovoked attacks, and they get away with shit. These humans are fucked up, dude. I don't take any of this world seriously because I didn't ask to be here. None of us asked to be here. And now we just have to like pick up the pieces and just, after this revelation, this realization that we didn't choose to be here, and from all the bullshit we've gone through in life, all the misery people have put onto us and the suffering. Human beings are fucking cruel creatures. They're the most cruel creatures ever. More than animals, because animals don't know what they're doing. Animals fucking kill for instinct. They don't know any better. Humans should know better. But that's the thing. You see, humans should know better, but they don't know any fucking better. They don't. Humans still act as barbaric as fucking animals, as cats killing mice. Or snakes killing rats or whatever. Humans still act that way and they should know better. So if they don't know better now, do you think humans will ever know better? Fuck no. There's no hope for this species, man. Humanity is a fucking joke. I'm really not proud to be a human, man, because I see traits in myself that I see in other people. Like I know there's an envious side to me. There's an angry side to me. I wouldn't act on those emotions, but there's a side to me of that. I've never acted on that, so why would I do it now? Because I'm above those people, because I have control over my emotions, and I wouldn't flip out on somebody for no fucking reason. And even if they get away with it, they're still fucked up human beings. You know. Um. Yeah, man, it's just a messed up world, and everything we were taught growing up was a lie, man, or it was just a bunch of bullshit, meaningless information. Like I said, it mostly failed young men, right? I mean, men weren't taught how to get laid. That's why there's so many incels nowadays. That's why there's all these school shooters and all these criminals. It's not only because guys don't get laid, obviously, but that's a big reason. Nobody cares about men. Men are fucking disposable, man. They really are. You know, it's a terrible fucking society. All those little boys you see growing up, they're I feel sorry for them when they grow up, man. When they're like young men, it's gonna be tough for them, man. A lot of them, they're probably gonna be mega incels. A few of them, unfortunately, because it's just the way the world is, man. Like women's expectations these days are fucking crazy. So no wonder a lot of guys don't get any female attention, myself included. Whereas women get all the attention. But even though not getting laid is frustrating, there's worse things in life than not getting laid, with all the pain and all the criminals in the world that do pain to you. It fucking sucks. It's difficult to understand if you haven't experienced that firsthand. But there's a lot of bad people in this world. There is, and it's not like there's also a lot of good people. No, most people are just fucking indifferent. If there was one word to describe humanity, it would be selfishness or indifference or ignorance. It's not like there's a bunch of good people, like a bunch of heroes and villains. No, there's villains in this world, and then most people, like 99%, I don't know, fucking a lot, are just fucking indifferent to everything and don't make a fucking difference in the world. You know, I watch Stop Having Kids, right? It's funny when I see in their videos, like, when people are angry with what they're saying, about stop having kids. Some people say, like, well, my grandkids and my kids, they were raised right. They're making a difference in the world. I mean, are they? I don't think anybody's making a fucking difference in this world because no one gave a fuck about me when I was in bad situations, and no one does, and no one ever will. You know, there's people out there who don't get the help they need. You know, whatever it is, whether it's police justice or fucking, I don't know, mental help. You know, people don't get the help they need in this world. This world just lets people down. You know, it's messed up, man. I mean, I'm smiling about it, but it's really messed up. Trust me, I know how fucked up this world is. Trust me, I see fucked up people in my neighborhood in London all the time, bro. You know, this world is very fucked up. Why would you bring someone here? It makes no fucking sense. That's why I said, like in my last video, I don't respect my fucking parents, man. I don't. Because how could they be so stupid, you know? At least I'm smarter than them in that way, you know? Hmm. But yeah, everything we were taught growing up was a lie, man. Or it was useless. Young men weren't taught how to get laid. I mean, we weren't taught how to have a proper sleep schedule. We weren't taught how to, like, eat right, how to exercise. We weren't taught a lot of important things. We were just taught useless information because the purpose of school is to just make you another wage slave. They don't care about you as an individual. They just want you to be another cog in the machine. It's pretty basic, really, you know? I don't think a lot of people even figured that out. That, like, everything in this world is to just make you another wage slave, another cog in the machine, another brick in the wall. I don't think a lot of people even figured that out or even aware of that. They're not. They like their job. You know, they're compliant. They're submissive. They're obedient. They don't question anything. That's the problem. Humanity is selfish and indifferent and ignorant, but they don't question anything. So when they have kids, they don't question, like, am I doing the wrong thing by bringing someone else into this world? They don't even think about that. That's the thing. Most people just don't fucking think about anything. They're fucking living life on autopilot. And I get it. No one asked to be here and life is hard, but most people just don't think and they just bring more slaves into this bullshit, man. It's just so stupid. This whole thing is so stupid, man. And evil. I know this world is evil and full of human pieces of shit that get away with shit. It's just messed up, dude. And humans, I need to keep saying this to drill it into my mind and whoever's listening. Humans will never fucking change. It doesn't matter, like, in the future, there will still be bad fucking people in this world. There always will be. That will never fucking change. Never. Human nature doesn't change. There will always be terrible people in this world doing terrible things for no reason. You know, unprovoked. Just because they're mentally fucked up, you know? It will never fucking change. So bringing a kid into this world is just retarded, you know? Is the most retarded thing you could ever do. Nag. But blah blah blah. That's just my stupid mother. You know, the one who brought me into this world. Nagging me. Literally a fucking NPC. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't change, man. There's too many bad people in this world, you know? And most people are just ignorant or indifferent or selfish, you know? It's understandable being selfish because no one was no one wanted to be in this world. And you don't owe anybody anything, you know, unless you have kids. You don't owe anybody anything unless you have offspring. But, you know, indifference and ignorance, I don't know, man. And people are just fucking NPCs, man, you know? Sorry, I'm getting interrupted here by a fucking NPC. But yeah, man, these are just the faults I have, you know, because I'm a free thinker and I can think for myself and I don't fit into any social norms. I don't conform to any social rules. You know, I don't even work a job, so I don't need to conform to anybody. I don't want to conform to anybody. I mean, the human species is a piece of shit, man, to be honest with you. Yeah, some of them are good. They make cool works of art and shit. But there's too many bad people in this world and there always will be. And they always get away with things, you know? I mean, this world is just full of fucking injustice and cruelty, you know? And evil. That's the truth. Yeah, the truth must be spoken, man. Because it's like, I mean, in my life, when I go around everywhere, no one sees the fucking truth. People are all fucking smiling and shit, you know? I mean, it's obvious why kids are smiling because they're kids. They don't know anything. But even adults are fucking smiling, you know? I don't know. This is just from my perspective, man. I mean, this world is a terrible place. Don't get me wrong, I like smiling too, but like, and laughing at things, but you know, this world is just absolute dog shit that we was born into, you know? Like, I always say to myself when I see like shitty people in this world, like, I was born into this world, really? The fuck are my parents thinking? They need a slap around the face, man. Exactly, they do. They need a fucking slap. Like the Will Smith slap, man, for real, you know? It's just, this world is a fucking abomination, man. It really is. There's no other way to describe it. That's why I like Mark Antinatalist's latest video so much, Destroy the Fucker. He said he would destroy the world if he could, like, overnight, instantly. I totally agree with that, man. Because this shit is a fucking abomination that nobody asked for, you know? At least, I'm glad I can see the truth, though. I've always been a truthful person and honest to myself. I'm glad I don't have any lies about this world. I mean, if I do, let me know in the comments. I don't think I do, but, you know, this world is a fucking abomination, and I never wanted to be here in the first place. None of us wanted to be here in the first place. So it's just a big fucking joke that is not funny. You know, it's not funny at all. It's not. It's terrible, man. It's just fucking terrible. That's why I don't really relate to any human beings in this world. I just relate to antinatalists, man, to be honest with you. Because everybody else is like so happy about all this bullshit, you know? I don't know. I mean, most people don't even know what antinatalism is, but they still struggle in life, obviously, because life is full of struggle and pain and suffering and tragedy and all these things. And life is full of good things too, but the bad definitely outweighs the good in this reality. This reality is fucking garbage. I'd rather be in the fucking Marvel universe than this shit. At least if something bad happened to you, you have a chance of becoming a superhero. In this universe, you got nothing, you know? Nothing. It's just fucking useless, you know? Sorry, I'm getting interrupted again by the fucking NPC known as my mother. I mean, they have kids just to fucking shout at them and all this bullshit. Like, what the fuck is the point of this rubbish, you know? It's a fucking joke, dude. It is a joke. Like, why would you bring someone into this world and you're just gonna treat them like shit, you know? Or they're gonna be treated like shit. That's the thing. You bring someone into this world, there's a good chance they could be treated like shit. You know, what's the point in that? Why would you bring... Do you think parents think, like, I'm gonna bring a kid into this world and they're gonna be treated like shit? No, they probably don't, because they're too stupid to think like that. They're too stupid. They don't see far enough into the future. That's the thing. A lot of humans don't think far into the future. They think like maybe the next day or the next week or the next month or couple months. Most humans don't think in the future. So if they don't think in the future with their own lives, do you really think they think about it with a child's life? Fuck no. They just think about when the child's young and when they're a toddler and they're goo goo gaga and they gotta look after them and they gotta feed them and they totally reliant on them. They gotta nurture them and everything. They don't think about when the child is like 18 and older. They don't think about that at all. It doesn't even enter their fucking mind. Having kids is just the most selfish thing ever, dude. It's the most selfish thing ever. I'm just glad I see past that bullshit. I do, so I won't make that mistake ever. Never. If I ever fucking made a girl pregnant, man, I would fucking... Well, I won't say that. But I wouldn't do something good. You know, but that would never happen. Because born into this world is a fucking curse. It's terrible. I don't care whose son you are. You could be Drake's son. You know, he'll probably never have to work for sex in his life. He'll never be an incel. He could still get a disease or whatever, you know. I'm not comparing myself to him. I'm just saying. Doesn't matter how lucky you are, you're born. There's no winners in this life, you know. There's none. There's none. Like Mark Antinatalist said, it's a zero-sum game. There's no winners in this life. Because everybody that has something in this life, they're going to lose it eventually to death. Death is going to take everything that we all have. But I like death, to be honest with you. I don't like dying. I want dying to be quick. That's why I want euthanasia, man. I fantasize about euthanasia, to be honest with you. I mean, on my old channel, I had a video called I Wish I Had Euthanasia by My Side. Because then, if I had it by my side, and I know I could leave whenever I wanted to, I would take life more. I would have more fun with life, because I'd be able to do things, and I know that I can go whenever I want. But nope, that's not the case. We're all trapped in this life, and we got to do things we don't want to do, and we're trapped. And if you wanted to end your life, potentially, it's going to be painful because there's no euthanasia. Euthanasia should be available to everybody. I should make a video about euthanasia, man, for real. Yeah, I will. That's the next video. Euthanasia. It's such an important topic, man. It is. But I'm gonna wrap this video up now because that's a good idea. So I hope you can relate to this video, whoever's listening. I hope that you have a good day. You stay away from terrible people in this world. And peace.